Okay, guys, this is one of the items you need for the drink. Let me show you in a minute. Anyway, it's Santa Clara Rompope. Actually, it's one of the drinks that you're going to be using uh, to make this special drink for the kids, for the family. Actually, depending on if you add or not alcohol. Anyway, just a minute. Okay, this is the other ingredient you're actually going to need, which is just a box of yellow for gelatin process. And I'll show you in a second how to mix these two products together to make a wonderful, delicious dessert. Okay, let me show you. Okay, pretty much you mix the yellow ingredients. Normally you mix them with water. You could use either 40% or less alcohol if you want. I don't drink alcohol, but I'm sure everybody's different. But if you don't use alcohol, it's actually good for as a dessert for kids. But if you add alcohol, then it's obviously not for kids. But anyway, let's say you add either 40% or less. If you add more than 40%, it's not going to hold as a gelatin. So let's say you add less than 40%, okay? And then you put once you freeze it, you take it out of the refrigerator, then you add a coating of chocolate, melted chocolate, just on top of the gelatin, just a real thin one. And that's what that is for, is a sealant. It'll keep the gelatin inside, and that little coat of chocolate will actually be in between this yellow rompope and the yellow gelatin. So it's going to be a sealant in the between these two, because the gelatin will be basically floppy, and you know how it is. But once it you take it out of the refrigerator, you add the chocolate in the middle right here, and then it'll dry. When you put it back in the refrigerator, it'll become solid in a few days or a few hours. You take it out, and then you add the rompope on top. And then you could seal it in a container or put a cap on it on top. You could put a plastic seal or any form or way you could do it and seal it. So this special treat is awesome. If you don't add alcohol into the yellow gelatin, it's actually the alcohol. This will have, the rompope has a very small amount of alcohol. It's got a really small amount of rum, but not strong enough to make anybody drunk or even affect their mind, because it's not strong enough. It's basically just for flavor. So the rompope has a very, very small amount of alcohol content. Obviously, if you use the whole bottle, I'm sure anybody will get drunk. But you could add like 2-3 tablespoons of this liquid. If you want, up to 4 tablespoons of liquid on top of this. But anyway, so first you got the first layer, the Jello gelatin, your choice of flavor, and then you got a coating of melted chocolate, and then put it back in the refrigerator. It becomes solid. And then you got a liquid rompope, and then you can cap it off, seal it however you want it, and then you have a delicious a treat for the kids if it has no alcohol here. But if for adults, you could actually add a 40% or less alcohol. And like I said, I don't drink, but I know one thing for a fact. I take these without alcohol. Without alcohol, I just use a regular yellow gelatin, and I'll just put the rum on top. But I'll skip the chocolate because I'm not saving it, or I'm not sending it to as a item. Actually, it could be done like that too. But I'm just telling you, the whole world. This is the best treat, dessert. If you never tried it, I'm telling you, it's just like Twinkies. Once you have it, and once kids have it, without the alcohol, and once the kids have it, they'll always crave it for the rest of their lives. Like I said, it's just like chocolate, like Twinkies. This is the best dessert that I ever had in my whole life since kids, besides the Twinkies and sodas. So this is one thing you can grow and like this. So it's the best thing I've ever had. I'm just sharing it to you guys. So if you guys want to try it out, I'm telling you, this is awesome. I mean, beyond awesome. It's like I grew up with this stuff. So to me, it's like another Twinkie, but it's delicious.